Good morning. I'm Karen Todoist with Social U, and it's time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday morning and talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends, marketing, anything that's digital that helps move your business forward. We're going to talk about it. And all this month, we're talking about things we love. Last month, we talked about resources that we love. Today, we're going to talk about apps that we love. Next week, we're going to talk about products that we love, which is totally different from apps. Hey, Madison! Madison's here. And the final week, we're going to talk about local businesses that we love. So today is all about apps. And I have 15 apps that I want to share with you. I tried to steer clear of any kind of graphic related app. Yes, I love Canva. Yes, there's a bunch of really good ones out there, but I feel like that's its own category. So kind of tried to steer clear of video editing or graphic editing and just focus on regular old apps that I don't think you might know about. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, number one, Todoist. It is basically a to-do list that's digital. It's free. You can manage the day. It helps maximize productivity. You have the ability to go in and flag or assign or comment on any kind of task. So I'm kind of a paper to-do list person, and I've updated that so that it's in my phone, but stuff gets lost because you have so much stuff going on. So Todoist helps bring it together in one location. Trello is also a good one for that. It's a free project management tool. You can use it with your teams, so there's no more emailing back and forth. You can create the to-do list. Todoist, yes, T-O Doist. Let me look. This is how you spell it. Todoist. Sorry, D. I love paper still. I am a digital person. I get some pushback because I still do paper on some things. Out of the two, I like Trello the best because it allows me to communicate with my team and use my list at the same time. That way I can have each person, just to give you an idea about how we use Trello. Each of my team members has their own Trello board with their own information, so I can look and see who has what account. But I can go into Trello and make a to-do list for myself or assign to do items for other people. So I can, like if I ask Madison to do some research on a project, I can put it on my list and then drag it over to her list so she sees that I'm asking her to do something. And when she gets done, she can drag it over to the list that says it's completed. So I like Trello. We keep all of our clients' information in Trello. We keep the passwords, all that stuff in Trello. Very great for organization for multiple people. Asana is also an outstanding tool if you have a team or you work with clients who kind of want to see what's going on. We use it of course, for social media clients. So let's say, again, we'll use Madison. Let's say she's the client and she has a clothing store and she wants to see the post before they go up. Asana allows us to go in there. We can create a project. We can post her entire week's worth of posts with the graphics and the comments. And it gives the client an opportunity to go in and say, I like this picture, but I don't like this caption, or make edits or suggestions. And it keeps all of the information so that you can see what they looked at. You can see how they responded. It's really great for a team or for client interaction because it allows your client to interact with you on their own time. And it's not like an email where you don't know if they've seen it yet, or they may respond to something that you sent 2 emails ago. Asana is a much better tool. I love it. Okay. Todoist and Trello and Asana, very productivity, project management related. Okay. So number 3, Toggle. I love Toggle. It's probably one of my favorite apps ever. It's a time tracking app that helps you keep track of how much time you're spending on different tasks. This helps me specifically because I need to know how long we spend with each client. It tells me if I'm invoicing correctly. If you look at a toggle sheet and because each one of my team members turns it in, it tells me, I can see on a chart or a graph how long they spend daily and how long they spend per project, so that I can tell who's getting the most time. And red flags will jump out like this. If you have a client that's supposed to be getting 2 hours and they're getting 6 hours a week, That's a problem. And on Toggle, you can see it instantly. Plus, it gives me a total of hours for the week, not just for the project. So I love it. It's one of my favorite things, and I'm very visual, so it's easy for me to take a glance at that and go, okay, this is balanced. This client we need to pull back on, or this we need to ramp up on. I love it. And you'd be amazed at how long you spend during doing certain stuff that you don't think you're spending that long on. You'd be shocked. Fantastical. It's voice activated for Google Calendar. It's Siri compatible. Okay, what does that mean? It means you can be driving down the street and talk to your phone and say, add this to my calendar, and it will integrate with Google Calendar and add that on there. Very cool, free. So Fantastical, again, integrates with Google Calendar. Calendly, I love Calendly. It's free. You can pay, I think it's $8 a month if you pay. The only reason you would pay would be to break down your categories. Okay, what is Calendly? It is a meeting scheduler. So when somebody says, when can you meet? Well, I have Tuesday morning and Thursday morning and Friday afternoon. Okay, well, I can only meet Friday afternoon. Okay, what time? Well, 1. Well, 3 works for me. It eliminates all that. You put your availability in your calendar in increments, whether it's 15 minutes or an hour or 30 minutes, and it generates a link. So mine will say Karen Terada's 15 minutes, let's say, and then you send them the link. It takes a look at your availability. It takes all that into consideration so that your person, when they click on the link to schedule with you, they see when you're available and they pick the time that works for them. Then it's automated. They click it, it blocks it off on your schedule, and it gives you the information that you requested from them, like a phone number. You have to have a phone number if you're going to call somebody back. So it's good to get that in the whole process, instead of getting to the day and time and you realize, oh yeah, I didn't get their phone number because we've been emailing. Seriously, Calendly is very cool. It's free. If you look at our website, that button that says call us or contact us, that's a Calendly link, and it's automated. I love it. Okay. Number 6, Do. It serves as a reminder app. It allows you to set important due dates and reminders in your schedule. It's $6.99 a month. So you can, is it $6.99? One time $6.99 Do is. Now, there are reminders, of course, you can set in your iPhone. There are reminders you can set in Google Calendars. This is just an additional tool. If that's something that you're interested in, you can set reminders and deadlines in Todoist. So almost all of these have something that's available, but I also wanted to include something that stands alone by itself. Okay, number 6, Dropbox or Google Drive. I cannot tell you how much I love Google Drive. It is awesome and amazing. It keeps a bunch of junk off my computer. I have a ton of storage. I think I pay $1 a month for the extra storage. It may be $1.99. Worth it, worth every penny, because we have multiple clients who have multiple massive folders, and we can share information inside Google Drive with the client, with the web guy, with our graphic designer, whatever, whoever needs it. It's right there. And you would be amazed at how many of our clients will come back to me in 2 years and say, hey, what was that whole password? What was my password to Instagram 4 years ago? And it's right there at Google Drive, because we keep all that stuff. Hey, do you use G Suites for Google Drive? I do not use G Suites for Google Drive because I like a branded email. That's the only reason. Now, can I forward my Gmail directly to my work email? Yes, I can, but I have my emails segregated based on what they're used for. What does that mean? It means I use an old email for Facebook so that you can't target me in any kind of marketing campaign based on my email across Facebook or Instagram, because I use a unique email for that, because I know how that works. So, yeah, I use my Gmail for work purposes, but I also get some personal stuff there. So I guess that's the longest answer ever. No, I don't use G Suites, but we use all the Google stuff, all Google Drive, all their slides, their storage. I love it. And now about the only thing I would use Dropbox for specifically is video sharing, because sometimes in Google Drive it will compress the video, and that's bad. So if you're sharing video and it's long, Dropbox is the way to go. Cam Scanner can scan and text and store and sync. I know there's a bunch of stuff now that allows you to scan. You can literally scan from your phone. You can convert notes from your iPhone. So what's the deal with Cam Scanner? It allows you to digitize your documents, but here's the cool part. It can extract text from an image. As far as I know, it's the only app I'm aware of that can extract text from an image. And when we're getting started with a customer, and they'll fill out their sheet, a lot of times they'll send us back a PDF or something where we can't copy and paste. And that allows you to copy and paste because it pulls the text out of the image, which is very cool. It's $4.99. Okay, number 9, Close, Colze. It's a contact management app that allows you to collect those little snippets from all over your social networking apps and emails what you're using and provides a view of individuals and companies on a contact list. So I'm the worst about this because I will have clients who contact me directly on Facebook Messenger, or they'll send me a direct message on Instagram, or they'll text me. And this kind of pulls it all together into one manageable chunk. I don't know if you've ever been in the middle of something and thought, where did I get that message? Was that an email? Did that come to me on a direct message? Where is that? Because I do that just because we get information literally from everywhere. Okay. Number 10, Pocket. It allows you to capture content that you can access offline, and it reads it to you. It actually will read it to you. It's $4.99. It's basically an extension. It's a Chrome extension where if you find an article you like and you want to save it, you can shove it into Pocket and it will keep it for you so that you can go back to it and read it later or go back and pick it up later. If you are collecting information for posts, or if you're needing, content, it's a great way to, I see this article and I'll come back to it when I'm ready to schedule. Pocket works really well for that. There's a free version and there's a $4.99 version. Free works great. 11, Freedom. I think this is one of the coolest concepts for an app. It blocks distracting and, quote, time wasting, although TikTok is never a waste of time. It's a delight. Websites and apps. So if you're working on your computer or whatever you're doing, you can set up Freedom so that you do not get updates from Facebook. You do not get updates from Instagram. You do not get email notifications. It blocks it out so that you can just work. And if you are someone who's easily distracted, that is a tremendous blessing. So Freedom is the name of that app. Again, very cool. Number 12, Forest. Again, I just think this is one of the coolest things ever. It's a task app to keep you focused and fight phone addiction. What does that mean? It means you set your phone. Let's say you're going to work for an hour. And again, I am the worst about picking up my phone, or you'll get a text message and you'll stop what you're doing and you'll check it. And that's very destructive if you're working on a project, or if you have a deadline and you have to take time to ramp back up, which is, a pain. So Forest allows you to set your time, and there's a digital tree that grows. So if you don't touch your phone during the time that you've set, let's say it's an hour, you see this digital tree grow. If you do touch your phone, you kill the tree. I know it's not a real tree. I know it's a digital tree. It's very upsetting when you kill your tree. So it's a visual reminder, leave your phone alone and focus on what you're doing. And they also work with a nonprofit to actually plant real trees in real life. If you work through their app, it's just a cool little idea. 13, Be Focused. It is all about breaking up your day into 25-minute focus sessions, followed by 5-minute breaks. This doesn't necessarily work for me. When I get on a roll, I want to roll right through it. So 25 minutes may not be enough. I think Forest is so cool. But some people do better with 25 minutes and a break and 25 minutes and a break. And if that's the case, then that app is going to be great for you. Again, it's called Be Focused. Number 13, Headspace teaches you the art of meditation. Very cool. It's free. You can learn it in 10 minutes a day. I don't know who needs to hear this, but meditation is not a normal function for a person. You would be shocked at how many people can't be still and think of nothing for just 60 seconds. It's hard. I have a hard time doing it for 5 minutes. Your mind wanders and you think about, have I done this? Did I turn off the oven? What am I going to do tomorrow? What am I going to have for dinner? And it's very difficult to clear your mind. So Headspace kind of helps with the meditation and the clarity so that you can, kind of relax and focus. Very difficult to focus. Okay. And number 15, okay. For anybody who knows me, I love TikTok. Love it. We post on TikTok. I consume that information in a voracious way. Love TikTok. There is an app called Pintok, Pintok, that allows you to save those videos in folders. If you're familiar with TikTok, they are very unlike Pinterest. If you like something, it goes into the great void. If you comment on something, it goes into the great void. So it's very, unless you save the videos directly to your phone, and that takes a ton of storage, then they were gone forever. Like, you might like them, but never be able to find them again. So Pintok allows you to take that URL and put it in a folder. And I have a business folder, I have a humor folder, I have a recipes folder where you can pin the different videos and then come back to them. And you can call them anything you want for easy reference for yourself. So I think Pintok is cool. It's one of my favorite things. I do think we need to address apps that are strictly for graphic creation or editing and video creation or editing, because we have probably, I'd say, 5 to 8 tools that my team uses on the regular that they love. I think that would be a cool bonus for us. Maybe we'll do that the first week of April first week of March. Woo, in my mind, February's over. Need to rein that in, so that you guys can have access to that too. I will tell you, I have an announcement coming. I will save it probably until next week if I can wait that long. We have a new program coming I'm very excited about, especially for small business owners, so that you can have social media help at your fingertips all the time. And I love it. We're going to launch it in March the 1st, and I'm very excited. And of course, we're going to do a special introductory offer, and I'm all about grandfathering people in. So if you sign up for the introductory offer, you can keep that price forever, which I think is very cool. So that's it for me today. I will be back next week. You guys tell me what you want to know so I can schedule that for you. If there's something specific you're interested in, I'm happy to do it. I've had a couple of requests for Canva class, but I don't have enough people to make a class. I have to have 10 for a class. So you guys let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I'll build that class so we can schedule one. And I think that's it for me. Come back next week. We're going to talk about products we love, because there are some really cool products for your business that can be super helpful. That's it. That's it for me. Oh, this one was short today, even though there were 15. Cassandra, can we talk about Reels again? Absolutely. Reels are so popular. We might do like a simple hands-on for Reels, if that will help you. And of course, you can use Reels and TikTok are kind of interchangeable, as long as you don't use the TikTok logo. Although we tested that, and Instagram's not as crazy as they were at the very beginning. They used to be nuts about if they saw the TikTok logo, they wouldn't let anybody see it. And I think they finally got to the point where they're like, we can't control it. We're just going to have to let it go. So yes, we can talk about Reels. It is a great way to get exposure. We regularly get over 1,000 or more views on our Reels. If we get engagement of 15 or 20 engagements on a single post, we'll have 15 or 2,000 views on a Reel. Reels make a huge difference, and it's pushing our Instagram account up. It is growing. I will tell you, and you may not want to hear this, you're going to have a lot more organic growth on TikTok than you do on Instagram. Instagram makes it very difficult for a lot of folks to grow organically. I'm just going to throw that out there. Unless your content is insanely curated, it can be difficult. But yes, you will get in front of more people with Reels. You will much more likely to grow your followers, and it's just a great tool. Video, have I not said video in the last 5 minutes? Yeah. So Cassandra, that's a good one, and we could definitely talk more about Reels. I can give you some stats and some how-tos. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment or send me a direct message on Facebook. We do monitor that pretty closely. And until next week, I'm Karen Taradis, and I'm here to help. Thanks.